Oh hey, I didn't see you guys there. What's up? Like my hat? Oh yeah. Think you know what time it is. Come on guys, let's go. Get on my head. Come on guys, let's go on an adventure! Woo! This hat's way too small. My dome piece of a head. That'll have to do. Alright guys, Section47 here, and we're back with another top 5 viewer video. And in honor of not Super Bowl week, but the week that my family takes the Disneyland trip, I'm gonna do my top 5 favorite Disney movies. They feel like fur. So coming up in number 5, I actually have a pop of this guy, and this movie came out pretty recently. And the first time I watched it and then I replayed the movie to watch it all over again because I was so in love with the story. And that movie is none other than Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 was a great movie. It was one of those movies that wasn't based on a Disney princess finally or a prince. It was based on a kid who had lost his parents and got into the habit of robot fighting. And he made these robots and he custom fought them. Is this breaking? No. And he gets into some trouble and his brother saves him, and I'm not gonna spoil anything else. Then he tries to go to school, and then other events happen. Then the Baymax. Okay, just go watch the movie. It's a great movie. It was one of those movies where I felt every single emotion, and that's what I expect to feel from movies. So that's why I made number 5 on my list. I absolutely loved it. It was something that I'll watch every now and then. It wasn't a personal favorite, but it definitely was a top 5. It was fairly recent, and I think it was the only fairly recent movie that was to come out that was on my top 5. Otherwise, Big Hero 6, what a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Hey now, number 4. Alright, so number 4, we got another movie. Let's get him out of here. We got another movie, and this movie was kind of recent. I think back in 2008, I believe. And this movie came out, and it was one of those movies where it's never been done before. And when it was done, people absolutely loved it. It sold a lot of merchandise. It sold a lot of tickets for the movies. And this movie is Cars. You know the movie about the cars? They have this ride at Disneyland called Cars Land, I guess. Cars Ride. That's what we call it. And Cars was that great movie where it shows that it was in California, and it was that movie where you had this character, Lightning McQueen, being this like superstar, you know, athlete kind of thing, NASCAR driver winner, and then he goes to this country town by accident, by mistake, and he starts realizing what he really loves in life. It's not that it's racing, which is always going to be a passion of his, but he learns that there's greater things and more beautiful things out there to look at. So Cars was that kind of movie because you see a character that goes from static to just an all-around character. So great movie. I would definitely recommend watching Cars. That's another movie I'll end up watching over and over and over again. So number 3 is this movie that came out a long while back when I was a kid, and it's still one of my favorites, and it comes up at number 3, and this one is about a Disney princess, but not your typical Disney princess. It is none other than Mulan. Mulan is the story about this woman who protects and defends China. Her father is old and is crippled or something like that, and he gets summoned to go fight for the Imperial Army against the Huns. Mulan takes the orders, takes his armor, cuts off her hair, and goes to go fight in his place. What a brave move. It's actually based on the old Chinese folklore. So it was portrayed so amazingly that it was about her trying to find her place in the world. And when she finally did, she broke through and she became something greater than anything ever before. You know, she protected China, she defeated the bad guy, and Mulan is definitely a hero to me. She's considered a Disney princess, I guess. I don't know, but she was definitely that strong female protagonist, other than Ray. But I'm talking about cartoons here. I'm not gonna talk about main movies or real lifetime movies. But Mulan was that character that I loved and that I idolized a lot because she was that strong woman and that she always did things for the greater good, no matter what the costs were. So Mulan, round of applause for you. Okay, if I'm gonna talk about number 2, I kind of have to get into the song. So let's start off. Ready? You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Woody doesn't like to stand up. You just remember what your old pal said. Yeah, you got a friend in me. Oh my god, he's standing up. This has never happened before. Thank you, Woody. Alright, so Toy Story. I'm gonna actually move these out the way. Toy Story came out a little bit after I was born in 1996. And I believe 1996. And it's the best, probably one of the best Disney movies out there is Toy Story. It was the first Pixar movie, and man, Woody and Buzz Lightyear, coolest toys ever. Everyone loved Buzz Lightyear, but I personally loved Woody. I still have my action figures of Woody and Buzz Lightyear sitting at home somewhere, and I'm gonna end up passing it on to my kids one day if I have kids. And Toy Story was that movie where it again broke the boundaries. It was again Pixar's first movie. And it was the movie just about toys and their secret life, and it had the kid, like, you know, Andy, come in and he would play with them and all that fun stuff. But they also had a secret life, the jealousy of Woody, the arrival of Buzz Lightyear, and Buzz Lightyear realizes that he's not an astronaut, but he's just a toy. You are a toy. Love that movie. Toy Story, you make number 2. Honorable mentions. Oh, you guys know you love my honorable mentions. So let's get to it. Honorable mentions. So the first honorable mention was again way past my time in 1996 when I was born. This is The Sword in the Stone. The Sword in the Stone is about King Arthur becoming King Arthur by taking out the sword from the anvil and taking it and becoming king. And this was such a great movie because it wasn't just about him pulling out the sword. In fact, that part doesn't happen until the end of the movie. It's about growing a relationship between him and Merlin. Yeah, I love watching. It's one of those timeless classics that I'll keep watching because it's a great movie. The next one is another one, and it starts off very, very with one of the most huge, like, openings, let's say. Imagine this. You see a red horizon and the sun coming out. And all you hear is, Ma Señor! Lion King is on the list. So Lion King is another honorable mention. It was an awesome movie. I definitely love watching it. It taught me a lot. And it was like that kind of movie where I learned to let go of certain things. That some things happen for a reason and some things just happen because. That's like 2 and 2 right there. But Lion King was one of those memorable movies where I'll watch it and I'll always feel better about myself. And I mean, that's true with all Disney movies, but definitely definitely Lion King is an honorable mention because it's one of those great movies. I still haven't seen it on Broadway yet, and I would love to have the chance to go see it. That would be awesome. So Lion King, Simba, Timon, and Mr. Pig, you guys are awesome. Moving on to the honorable mention list, we got some good ones coming up. Finding Nemo made it on the list because it was about this. It felt like to me it was like the strength of a father trying to find his son. You know, the son not having a mother. I'm sure he was having a lot of psychological issues in his mind, missing that, and he's always been around the authority figure of his father. So it's kind of like, wow, Nemo, I don't know. It's a cool story to watch. You see how Nemo grows and learns. You see how Nemo's father grows and learns from being so protective to being, you know, let go of the reins a little bit. Let him go off and explore, and you be there and you teach him. And then Dory was that faithful companion that was always there, even though she forgot a lot. So Finding Nemo, you make an honorable mention. Now let's get on to another honorable mention here. This honorable mention is another one of those timeless, or a little bit classic of a movie, and it has one of my favorite Disney songs out there of all time by Billy Joel. And the movie is Oliver and Company, about the cat who goes to New York and is that one cat in the whole box doesn't get picked and gets washed away, and it gets picked up by a stray dog that's who has an owner that's homeless, and they go out and they pick up scraps so they can go sell to get money. Oliver ends up joining their company, and it's a whole grand scheme. It's a great movie. It's a lot of lessons are learned. The song is entitled "Why Should I Worry?" It's by Billy Joel. Go ahead and check it out. It's one of my favorite songs ever. I love that song. I even have it downloaded. It's one of my favorite songs. I love it. I listen to it all the time because why should I worry? Why should I care? I may not have a dime, but I got street and sidewalk fare. Alright, hey, so I believe we have we got another one coming up. So alright, so we're gonna bring it to wraps here. Number one is an old movie, and this movie was actually the first rated PG movie, and it was the first. This movie was actually really dark and really not Disney, it seemed like, but this movie makes it to number one because it was my absolute favorite. Even beat Toy Story, and Toy Story is one of my favorite movies of all time. But my favorite Disney movie would have to be The Black Cauldron. The Black Cauldron is a movie about a Welsh and it's Welsh and it's in Provence. That's where ow, my throat. So The Black Cauldron is again, I'm not really gonna describe the movie. I'm just gonna say like what I've gotten out of it and why it's one of my favorite. It is my favorite Disney movie. It's that movie where it had everything. It had an animal type creature. It had a young boy. It had a princess, and it had an old man in a group together, and they were all on this quest to go find the Black Cauldron to beat the evil Horned King. It's a terrifying movie. It's very kind of gothic in a way. It's very, I wouldn't say it's graphic, but it was definitely that Disney movie where you look at the other Disney movies and you look at this one and it's like it's a little terrifying. It was the first rated PG movie, but it was definitely one of my favorites. It was one where I would go grab it on the VHS, play the movie, grab it out, put it in my little rewind it, and then play it again because I love the movie, you know. So definitely The Black Cauldron is number one. You should definitely go check it out. It's one of those Disney movies where it was different in a way. So anyway, that's gonna do it for my top 5 Disney movies. So if you like these series, which I hope you guys do, I love doing them. They're nice. I like dressing up and doing wacky stuff with you guys. Giving you guys my opinion. I'm gonna just leave the hair going, I guess. My hair's a mess. It's a mess. So there goes my top 5 Disney movies and some honorable mentions. I do have some more coming up. I don't need this anymore. Again, I'm going on a trip to Disneyland, so maybe I'll do a daily adventure there, at least once out of the 3 days, you know, so we'll see. Other than that, hey, so I finally just hit 100 followers on Instagram, so I'm very, very happy for that. I am also at least 1 subscriber away from hitting 50, and that's my goal for at least like this week, and then eventually I want to get it to 100 and then more. So if I can get 1 more person subscribed, that would be awesome, and I would be so thankful. That would be the best thing ever, because that would be a start. If there's anything I have to say, you always have to start somewhere, and this is where I'm starting. So here's another part of my top 5 series, and if you enjoy it, well then great. And if you have any ideas, put some in the comments right there below. So like, subscribe, comment, and go ahead, check my Instagram out. I'll put it right here for you guys, exactly right there in the middle of my 2 hands, and we'll have a great fun time. So thank you guys, it really does mean a lot, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, or at least try to have one. Always find the good parts of life. Always trying to find the good out of the bad. So have a great day, guys. This is X-47 signing out. Wabam!